Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Your Girl. On today's episode, we are not going to be cooking. I wanted to take a break and I thought of something else so we can do tea with your girl. So I have my mug right here. I love this copper mug. And the tea I'm drinking today is by Tetley. It is Ayurvedic Balance Vigor Kapha. The tea has ginger, spearmint, and tulsi in it. I'm not sure what tulsi is, but it tastes good. If you would like to drink tea with me, then go ahead and get your mug and we will be drinking today. Drinking tea, okay? Just get comfortable, sit on the couch or just whatever you're doing, just kind of pause it. Go make you some tea, pause this video, go make you some tea. Come back so we can drink together and just talk. So as well as it being a tea with your girl, we're also going to do a self-care with your girl. So self-care topics I think that we should be talking about, that we should be reflecting on. So yeah, the first one is something that I think is important, especially with June ending, going into July. Every month I like to reassess what's going on in my life. I like to step back and make sure that everything in my life that is there, that I choose it every month. What I do is I create a list of positives and negatives in my life. And so the positives would be things that I want to keep in my life, so things that I choose to have in my life this month. And so that can be different relationships, that can be different surroundings, that could be different attitudes that you have, just whatever that's in your life that you want to keep and that you can think of, write it down. The negatives is just things that you want to change. So things that aren't serving you anymore, things that you feel they served you in the past but they're not serving you anymore. So like I said, that can be relationships, that can be feelings that you have, it could be a whole plethora of things. So whatever I had in the past month, I reflect on and I either choose it again to bring into the next month or I choose to remove it. Or I choose to say I don't like that and I can't remove it right now, but I want to change that. And so it's something that I will make effort to change in the next month. It's an act of choosing what's going to be in your life every month. Just because I think that it's so easy to get lost in life sometimes. It's so easy to get lost in being a mother, being a friend, being a wife, you serve so many different roles in life and it can be consuming. And so every month, if you choose to accept those roles wholeheartedly and everything that comes with those roles and everyone that's in your life, if you choose to accept them wholeheartedly, it's a way of being more confident in who you are every month. It's an act. Choosing something to be in your life is an extremely powerful thing. Having that choice is very powerful. It's an act of making sure that you know that you have the power in your life. Reflecting is such a hard thing to do sometimes because we bring up feelings that we sometimes kind of push down. But even though you push them down doesn't mean that they're not there. They are still there. They're going to come out in different ways. Either you handle them in a healthy way or you don't. As well as if you need to go talk to a therapist, if you need to go talk to somebody besides your friends or your loved ones, because sometimes that's not enough, then you can reflect that in that time. When you're like, hey, I want to change something and I don't know how to change it, so that could be something that you can put in your negatives, like I don't know how to channel my thoughts correctly. And so then you can go speak to someone who is a licensed professional who'll be able to help you with that. So that could be an option for you. I would suggest also when you're reflecting, when you're writing down your positives and your negatives for the next month, that you add that you should open yourself up to new possibilities. That's a big thing for me right now in my life because it's so easy to become stagnant. And I really feel like I don't grow spiritually, I don't grow mentally if I don't challenge myself to accept new possibilities, think differently, learn more about the outside world. And so I think a lot of people have that in common. We just get stuck and what we have going on throughout the day, that we forget to challenge ourselves. I've been doing that for the past couple of years, and it's such a rewarding feeling. You don't think it's going to be rewarding. That's not, we're so resistant to change. And so when you actually are on the other side of like, hey, I didn't want to do something, but I'm kind of putting myself out there and just trying something new. And then you realize that you like it, and you're like, wow, I would have never given myself this opportunity if I didn't open myself up for new possibilities. And even if you try something and you don't like it, it's more of a concrete answer. You're like, hey, I tried it before and I didn't like it. So it takes out the wonder, you know? And so opening yourself up to new possibilities too allows you to bring new people into your life that could benefit your life. It could bring new experiences, new opportunities. So there's so many things that you could be missing out on if you choose to not accept those new possibilities into your life. I think that is such a, like I said, a powerful thing, that you choose to challenge yourself. So that's one thing. And then I'm not going to make this too long. I'm going to make this kind of short and sweet, something that you can reflect on and use today. So I'm going to leave you with a quote, and one of my favorite quotes. It's by A.A. Milne. If you think that you've heard that name before, you're probably correct, because he made the Winnie the Pooh books, and I used to love Winnie the Pooh growing up. I thought it was way ahead of its time. Like, I thought Winnie the Pooh was one of the most just sweet characters ever. But that could just be because I was young and I thought I was in love with Winnie the Pooh, so I don't know, girl. But his quote is, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." So that is it for today, you guys. I will resume cooking with your girl on Tuesday, but you will get a tea with your girl every now and again. So I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.